FIFA podcast channel's continuing coverage of World Cup 2026 here in North America, and I got a very, very special guest here today. We're going to talk about the World Cup, but we're going to talk about our experiences at the World Cup. It's official now, the new manager of the Selecao.
Jorge Jesus and Roberto Martinez, two very different personalities.
Jorge Jesus brings an entertainment quality, brings things to talk about.
But this is going to be a massive success, or it's going to be just a house on fire. It'll be very interesting to see, but it won't be boring. That's for sure, Mike.
So what we're talking about, everybody, both Danny and I had the great fortune and the blessing to attend this FIFA World Cup. That's still ongoing, by the way. But just the fact that I was in the stadium, Danny, I got emotional. So for the last 32 years, 32 years. I'm still always wonder what it was like to attend a World Cup match, and with it coming here, despite the difficulties, despite the price issues, I was determined to get myself and my son to a game, and I made it happen.
Yeah, so this opportunity just fell in my lap, and it was an opportunity that I could not pass up. There's no way you're going to miss it. Father's Day night, so Sunday night, I take a red. Another one of those things where it's one of those, you kind of look up, sometimes you're like, man, I'm really glad you took care of me on this one. And I got to spend like 5-6 hours with my family.
That's awesome.
awaiting, going to pitch 25 in Houston, which I mean, I don't know if you were able to head out there, but it was awesome. All this to say, Mike, it's like it was the game itself. And like I have this video of me as we're going to our seat. Like you go in the walkway and then like you do the whole real corny where like you're panning to the ground and then you look up with the camera, and then there's the field. This is unbelievable. There's no reasonable explanation as to why I'm here, other than I'm the luckiest guy and start getting a little misty. And I record myself because I never wanted to forget it. The voice cracked 1,900 times in a minute 20 in a minute. It was the greatest moment of my life, my kids, because I have a love for this national team. But this was one of the bucket list items that I never thought I'd be able to cross off. And it seriously was the greatest experience of my life, going to see Portugal play, seeing Ronaldo score 2, and being at a World Cup, Mike, was crazy. And you were in Houston. What a phenomenal stadium.
I fell in love with that place.
Houston Heat. That is something that I've never experienced in my life. And all the humidity, gone. Incredible. That made it great too.
Yeah, and that plays into my story a little bit, because you say that. I decide that I'm going to drive because my son and I love road trips. I decide to take my 15-year-old Honda CRV with 160,000 miles, no air conditioning, to Houston.
Oh my!
It was not nearly as bad as you'd imagine. It was incredible, but like you said, when they opened those doors to that NRG stadium and that blast brought out a cheer. And
I mean, it was the most refreshing at that stadium. Is no joke. After walking, because I'm sure the walk to the stadium was not a short one for.
I enjoyed it though. I really, Texas really, that Southern hospitality they talk about, that's a real thing. Everywhere I went, everybody was so genuine, so kind, so nice. This World Cup was not just for soccer people. This was a pop culture event. Any restaurant I went into, any pub, the games were on, the place was full. And I mean, there was one place, it was almost out of a Hollywood Western. Every single dude is wearing a cowboy hat and boots. Right?
And we're just saying, I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot here if I open this door wrong, am I? I mean, no, it was dope. I mean, like I had never been to Texas either, but honestly, it was, it's just another, it's like any other city, 100%. And you know what? It was an opportunity to not only go to the World Cup, but you get to experience something that you're not used to. And I dug it, man.
You have to, right? But the vibe is what hit me. It's just so positive. People were so cool, regardless of who they were supporting, regardless of what was going on in the match. People were cool. And even the police, I was taken back how friendly they were. They were so cool. And everybody's just, the bartenders were cool, right? Order a drink, they go, let me give you a cup of ice to go with it. You might need it. Perfect. Like they did. The organization of this tournament, I think, was phenomenal in the end, at least in the United States, in Texas, and then at the Fan Fest here in Providence. It was all very well done, very well organized, and everybody behaved themselves, which was really a plus.